Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we will see what is GitHub Actions, like a theme park ride. We will use theme park ride analogy for this. GitHub Actions explained like a theme park ride. CI/CD, this is for beginner friendly. So beginner to intermediate DevOps or software engineers, everyone can watch it. So, have you ever pushed your code to GitHub and like magic it got built, tested, and deployed without you touching a thing? That magic is called GitHub Actions. And today we are going to explain it using a theme park ride analogy. Why? Because DevOps does not have to be boring, and if you can understand a roller coaster, you can understand CI/CD. Let's get started. What is GitHub Actions? So what is GitHub Actions really? It's a tool inside GitHub that lets you automate tasks like testing code, running builds, deploying applications. So whenever something happens in your repo, GitHub action will be triggered. Think of it as your own DevOps assistant that kicks into action every time you push, pull, or merge the code. GitHub Actions is a powerful tool that automates your workflow, making continuous integration and delivery seamless and efficient. Your repo is a theme park. Now imagine your GitHub repository is a theme park. Every time a guest enters or presses a start button, it triggers an entire ride experience. That's your workflow. It's automated, repeatable, and hands-free once set up. The CI/CD challenge: inefficient process can lead to ride breakdowns, slowing down development, and frustrating developers as challenges pile up. Theme park analogy. The ride experience explained: GitHub Actions is like a thrilling ride. Guests and their journey. Users interact with rides just like code, enjoying the adventure together. Collaboration makes the ride even more exciting. So if we map the terms GitHub Actions versus a theme park ride, GitHub Actions theme park equivalent. So repository is like a theme park. Your workflow, which is .yml file, it is like a ride blueprint. Event push or a pull request, it is like guest arrives or starts ride. Your job is like ride stations or ride stages. Runner is like missionary or ride track. Step is like safety checks, launch and drops. Action is like pre-programmed effects, lights or music. So every time you push a code, it's like guest pressing the start, right? The workflow file is like a blueprint for whatever happens next, which jobs or stations to run, what effects, that is, what actions to use, in what order. So write components, write blueprint, the workflow file guides the entire ride experience. Guest presses start, event triggers the ride to begin for users. Ride stations, jobs represent different sections of the ride. Special effects, actions add excitement and functionality to rides. So workflow file as a blueprint. The workflow file acts as a detailed blueprint for your ride, outlining every essential step in the process. Let's say you have written a web app. When you push your code, GitHub Actions might run unit tests, build the app, deploy it to a server. Each of those is a stage of the ride, like a loop, drop, or splash. The runners are the actual hardware or machines executing the ride. The actions are pre-built tools like special effects. So events trigger the fun. In GitHub Actions, events are like guest ride, starting the ride, initiating the workflow as soon as they engage. Jobs as ride stations. Each job in GitHub Actions functions like a station on a ride, executing specific tasks along the ride, along the journey. Ride sequence steps. The sequence of the steps in the ride ensures smooth operation and creates an enjoyable experience for all the guests. Actions as special effects. In GitHub Actions, different actions create special effects that enhance your workflow and make it more engaging. CI/CD in action. Deploying a web app using GitHub Actions simplifies the process, making it seamless and efficient for the developers. So here is a simplified dot GitHub. Inside that workflows main.yml, which is a YAML file. So the name we have given, on push we have given, build and deploy, it runs on Ubuntu latest. Steps, so uses actions, check out version 3, name, install the dependencies, npm install, run the tests, npm test, name, deploy, actions, deploy version 1. So each line in this file corresponds to a step on the right. The on push is the trigger, just like the guest presses the start. So here jobs are like a write sequence. The steps are like mini tasks along the way. Uses, it is like lines call pre-built actions like dropping in fireworks or fog missions. A workflow file is essential. It defines the sequence of the tasks that GitHub Actions will execute. Manual versus automated rides. Experience of a manual ride. Guest controls every aspect of the ride. Experience of an automated ride. The system runs smoothly without guest input. The future of the rides. Automation enhances efficiency and guest enjoyment. So why automation matters? Imagine running a ride manually, calling every station to say go. That's what coding without automation is like. With GitHub Actions, it's all automatic. Just like Disney rides don't need someone pulling levers for every twist or the loop, your code pipeline does not need manual intervention. So, what are the advantages of GitHub Actions? GitHub Actions streamlines development process, enhance collaboration, and boosts efficiency, making it easier for teams to deliver quality software. It saves time and effort, reduces errors, improves consistency, works with open source tools, makes DevOps beginner friendly. Isn't it just cool? It's essential. If you want reliable professional grade deployments, GitHub Actions is your right operator. So next time you push code and your app magically updates, remember it's not magic, it's automation. It's GitHub Actions, your DevOps theme park, right? So if this analogy helped you to visualize CI/CD better, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to Data Enthusiast Era, where tech meets storytelling. So see you on the next ride. Thanks for watching.